Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the LA Chargers.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
He will return this from deep in the end zone, and ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
But you talk about the defense for these Chargers.
And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So in prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
And now a fake on the jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they can let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So opening drive, 3rd down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Down there, right side, it's McCaffrey. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. That one's taken in by Spears. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You talk about this Chiefs defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
The Chargers at 7-5 now of the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To the air again, Herbert. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now it's Herbert.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Justin Herbert.
Touchdown number 15 of the year.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Little underneath throw into the hands of Walker.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
At the 42-yard line.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Mahomes. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball, then limit that gain.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. In motion is Gray. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
Past the 20. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 9.
48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. McCaffrey following the penalty. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5, about the 4. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. Steps, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target,
and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Herbert now.
Finding space at the 40.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
From the 50, here's Herbert.
It's taken in by Quentin Johnston.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Right back to Spinner on 2nd down. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Here's Herbert.
Pass hauled in by Johnston.
Touchdown, Chargers!
Quentin Johnston
from 21 yards away.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. It's Williams on the catch. Room here to run. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Christian McCaffrey as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Charger drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Harris running straight ahead. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
A final shot before the break for Herbert. Now a deep one for Johnston. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now here's another carry for Harris. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try to chip someone at the second level.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing third down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Najee Harris, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, here's Mahomes. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now here's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Little underneath throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
And now after coughing up the football, serious concerns on that sideline. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On second down, McCaffrey. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down.
These guys running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, we got a pause here for an injured player, and as you can see, that's Patrick Mahomes right now who's in some discomfort, and everybody kind of holding their breath. More from L.A. in a moment.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Well, after that pickup of a first down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation. Sometimes you catch him by surprise.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
When we say the game's on the line, I don't think we're overstating it here. These next few plays could very well decide this one. Advantage defense there on 1st and goal as they're able to get in and force the loss on that play.
Now they send a man in motion right.
McCaffrey. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
And it's caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
All right, field goal gets you the lead here. I mean, but I might want to just go ahead and go for something big.
Oh, come on, you got to kick it.
I mean, you got to be glad I'm not the head coach here, right? The whole team would want to revolt at this point.
And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go.
In motion is Gray.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Danny Gray
from a yard out.
And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Here's Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert. Complete to Johnston here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Herbert operating from the red zone. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs. His 104th career touchdown. One shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth.
If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the fourth as the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Walker with a grab, left side.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
This is McCaffrey on the give. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Caught left side, Williams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Oh, boy, Christian McCaffrey shaken up. So hold everything here as they're going to take a look at it. More from L.A. in a moment.
They'll run up the middle with McAllister. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Mahomes.
He'll drop it off to McAllister as running back. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here.
Throw left side, completion to Rice. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
Now 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they'll be celebrating in the Power and Light District. The Chiefs have won the football game.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level for both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did, and just keeping it clean in a game like this with